welcome to episode number 4 of this save, which is not called Creating a Legend. That was the old one. This one's called Out of My Depth in Paradise. I am the FM Novice. You join us today as we play Côte d'Or at home. We are second, they are third. We are 3 points behind St. Louis Suns United, but we have a game in hand and we're 3 points behind them. Since we were last together, which was the Northern Dynamo game, which we won 2-1, I was fairly convinced I'd broken the match engine, because we were on a very good run of form, and we continued that for a 2-0 victory away at Revengers. Law and Anacora scoring the ones in that one, before beating Forestiers, who beat us on the opening day of the season. L'Esperance, Law and Anacora with the goals in that one, before Devaldo Hall and Maria scoring against St. John Bocco. And then we played against Forestiers again, this time in the Airtel Magic Cup, which is the League Cup. We were 3-0 up after 41 minutes, and this one would make it 4 in the second half. L'Esperance scoring twice, Anacora and Agapinfi scoring the goals, and we were comfortably through, or so I thought. In the away leg, we were 3-0 down after 13 minutes, a heavily rotated side, and I was very much panicking at this point. I believed I'd just completely screwed it up, and we were going to fall out of the competition after being 4-0 up. But fortunately, Rose scoring in the second half made it a 3-1 defeat. But we were through 4-3, 5-3 on aggregate, so it didn't matter too much. And then we played Light Stars. And I'm going to show you the stats behind this game, because 21 shots to 12, 4 on target versus 10 on target. So we had lots of shots, lots of possession. They were clinical. David Nancy scored 5 times. We lost 7-1. I still can't believe we lost that one 7-1. It just bamboozled me. But it did prove that the match engine wasn't broken by this tactic, which is good. And then we had a 4-1 victory over Red Star, who were bottom of the table and have lost pretty much every game. They've definitely not won a game all season. I think they've drawn about 3 times. And Akora scoring a hat-trick in this one before L'Esperance as well, scoring as well. Gives a 4-1 victory. And then a humdinger of a game against the Lions away from home. This would have made a good live comp. We were 1-0 up. They got a penalty to make it 1-1. Then there was a very comical own goal to put us 2-1 up. And then it was 2-2, but L'Esperance scoring for them. And then Self-High Rose from a corner, 3-2. Excellent. Then they scored in the 92nd minute. I thought, okay, it's not going to be our day. We're going to get a point out of this one. It's been a bad day. We'll just make it. It'll be alright. And then Rose popped up in the last minute and scored the winner. 4-3 victory. Very much an enjoyable game in the end. Today's lineup is a fairly consistent one. Ricky Rose is in goal. The back four, Sififo Rose at left back, Devaldo Hall at right back, Minus and Mafiot in the 2 central defensive positions. None of that back 5 is playing particularly well at the moment, but I don't have much depth on the bench to bring in. Agapinfi, Marie and Suzette are the midfield trio. Generally speaking, they're doing okay. Maria has dropped off considerably recently, 6.74, but he's still average rating 7.24 for the season. So it's still a good season for him so far. Just having a little bit of a downturn at the moment. L'Esperance from the right hand side, Loré from the left hand side, and Anacora up front. I'm not sure if I've mentioned Tamsaka Anacora before, so here he is. Currently a 1-star player, unambitious personality. However, he's doing the business on the field. 7 in 10. Which is even more impressive when it's 7 in 5 starts, 5 sub appearances. Only 17 years old. This guy has put Rose onto the bench and is doing a very, very good job for me, even though his attributes look appallingly bad. Good pace, good acceleration, but that is pretty much that. Finishing 5, Composure 4, and he's got 7 in 10. Which probably shows you the length, the ability of this level of football. It ain't great. The major downside of this level of football is that every player is non-contract. When I say every player, probably 80% of the players at this level of football are non-contract, which means if you're doing a normal save, you could go through the best teams in the league and just rip out the best players and bring them to your club. Even if they don't turn out to be very good, you've improved your side. When you're doing the Youth Academy Challenge, basically your best players can just be stolen from you at every available opportunity. It hasn't really happened yet. No player has decided to leave us. But there's always a lot of very special interest as Tamsaka Ancora puts it 1-0 up after only 5 minutes. There's always so much interest in our players at every transfer window. In the few weeks before the window closes, pretty much every news item is someone offering one of our guys a contract. Which, touch wood, only one player has so far decided to move on, and he wasn't the player who was getting into my first team. He was my backup left winger Edson Rose. But there's always a danger that your star young players will move on, especially if I get some decent players coming forward, especially when Côte d'Or, who are the second best team in this league, so I think. But we are doing well at the moment. Anacora breaking through, potentially make it 2-0, but he drags his shot over the bar. That would have been a very good goal if he'd scored it, but it's a very difficult chance for him to do. But we are 1-0 up at the moment, which is very, very nice. But we have a highlight now. Ricky Rose on the ball into Mafiot. I'm always very, very nervous when my defenders have the ball in those positions because a heavy touch and they're in. Suzette. Deep line playmaker plays it through to Anacora. Anacora shoots from distance, but jogs his shot wide. Could have had a hat-trick so far for Anacora, proving that his 5 finishing 4 composure. That's what you get. We are dominating this game so far. 12 shots, but only 2 on target, which shows that we are getting into good position, but we're not getting into the better position of scoring some goals. But I'm relatively pleased with how this first half hour has gone. Hall on the ball into Suzette. Plays it into Anacora. Anacora again, another good opportunity. He should have had at least 4 so far. But we are now top of the table. Level on points with St. Louis Suns United as we approach half time. And it's been one-way traffic in the Anse Reunion way. 16 shots, 4 on target, 61% possession. We are doing everything right. We just need a second goal to make things a little bit more easy for us. Just going to tell the boys to make sure we can keep it up. No, actually, no. We're doing well, but we're capable of even better, boys, aren't we? And we're going to tell everyone. I've got faith in everyone, which is always my default team talk when I'm wanting us to play against very good or teams that I feel are a threat, and I certainly feel that Côte d'Or are a threat at this level. Some half decent performances. Suzette is doing well on 8.3, but he has got the assist. I'm finding as a poor touch gets Agafinfi in. Agafinfi flashes across to Lorraine. Lorraine drags shot against the post. Roll to Hall. Hall drags it wide. That should have been a goal. 2 gilt-head opportunities to score a goal, and we fluffed our lines. And they could be in. Bassett could be in. Bassett and score. Oh, he puts it wide. 2 very good opportunities in the opening few minutes of the second half, but it's still 1-0. I was going to say that there's some very inconsistent performances in these sides. L'Espérance in one game has an 8.8, the next game has a 6.4, but it probably shows why these guys are at this level of football. I've referred to it several times before. It ain't great so far. But we have a corner. Lorraine whips it into the back post, flicked on at the near post. That was minus with the header, but it's over the bar. And then goal kick straight away, a highlight. Can we win the loose ball? We can't. Antat on the ball. With options in the middle of the field. Finds that guy. Rasta and the Minima. Hopefully he doesn't get the ball too often. I'm not going to be able to say that name very well. Lucas, that's an easier name. Back to Antat. I can smell a goal here. Good ball over the top, but we should deal with it from Mafiot. Plays back to his goalkeeper. Rose to Maria. Now Suzette. It's a bit of space. Can we pick the right pass? We can. Anacora. Heavy touch, but he's still got the ball. Back to Maria. Now Agafinfi looks for Anacora. Anacora, can he be in? Can he be in? And he does! Tamsak Anacora eventually scores his second goal of the game. By my count, that should be his 5th of the game. But he has missed 1 or 2 chances. But that's his 10th of the season. Free kick. Lucas whips it in the near post. Eventually saved by Ricky Rose as I'm looking to make some substitutions. Mafiot, heavy touch. Is he going to be beaten for the ball? He does. That is what I mean by heavy touches. There's no need for him to take a touch there. The ball should have been whipped upfield, far away from the ball. And we should be celebrating the fact that we're not anywhere near conceding. I'm going to bring Bassett on for Maria. Just because he's been booked and I don't want to get a player sent off. But we've given them a slim window of opportunity. I'm going to tell them to concentrate for the last 5 minutes. But we've given them a chance here. Ball over the top. Bassett, it could be in. And it's a great save by Rose and cleared away by Minus. I thought that was going to sneak over the line, but it was cleared away. Hanging on here. We've been dominated for the first 80 minutes, but now we're hanging on for the last few minutes. Just from one silly defensive mistake. 4 minutes. Goal kick Rose to Mafiot. Bassett in the midfield. Suzette. Anacora, can he be in? Good touch. And Anacora gets a hat-trick. 5 finishing, 4 composure, and you get a hat-trick and you miss 5 chances. That is Anacora, and that is 3-1, and that will be game over with a minute and a half left. We have another highlight. Have I spoken too soon? I don't think I have, but time will tell. Lucas on the ball. Long, hopeful ball over the top. Bassett could be in if he gets a good touch. Down the byline. Whips it in. Headed away by Minus, and Bassett can... Poor touch. And it's still loose, but Bassett clears it away. Not well, though. Rasamina cleared away. Anacora turns. Is this going to be a counter-attack? Agafinfi finds it into Suzette. Suzette drags his shot wide. And that should be that with 30 seconds to go. Corner. Lucas whips it in. Headed away. Bassett on the ball. Anatat cleared away by Peter Suzette. And we'll just wait for time to tick down now. Joubert back inside. Agafinfi, good touch. L'Esperance had a quiet game, but he's on the ball now. Last few seconds of the game. Agafinfi to Anacor. And that will be not game over, but it will soon be. Cecil, Joubert, Melee, and Tat. They're in no rush because they know the game is done and dusted, even though the referee is playing more time than he said he would. As Bassett, good foot in there, picks up the loose ball. Laurie, Suzette. Surely, ref, now is the time to end the game. And it is! Full-time score, Anse Reunion 3, Côte d'Or 1, Tamance and Cora scoring a hat-trick, giving us a deserved 3-1 victory. We are now top of the table, which is pretty damn decent. Join me for the next episode, which will be tomorrow, which will probably be the last game of the season, as we should be able to see how the intake has been, which will be very, very exciting. Some new blood into the side, and potentially we might have a championship. But you'll find out tomorrow. From me, the FM Novice, to you, the audience. Thank you very much for watching. I'm talking again soon. Good night.